Hey everybody, welcome to infinity and beyond. Buzz Lightyear, that's right. We're gonna do our showcase on Buzz. He is one of the starting characters everybody gets at the beginning of the game. Now, I'm just gonna give a little bit of history on Buzz. So during the beta, he was actually a solid pick character. He's always been like top middle of the pack, top mid range character. He hasn't always been the best, but he's never been the worst, and he continues that way still. So if you are investing in him, he's not going to be good as some other characters, but he's still going to be a decent or solid character at the end of the game. Mainly, he does a decent amount of damage and has a good few abilities and effects as we're going to go through. But his main drawback is he's just a little bit squishy, a little bit low on health. A little bit of I would say glass cannon, but he's like missing the cannon. He's like a glass, yeah, um, a glass sniper. We'll see. Anyway, let's jump into it, and then I'll take him into a match, and we'll see. So, with his basic is actually pretty cool. He does a decent solid amount of damage, and then he's also got 10% chance to do a follow-up attacks, which is pretty cool. That in itself is a nice healthy amount of damage, although to get Buzz to survive to the point where he's used both of his abilities and then attacking, and then to try and hope on a 10%, it's not always going to happen. Let's just put it that way. Now, to infinity. Now, this is probably his best ability. And this does a whole lot of damage, so double his standard attack. Then it's also got 30% chance to do bonus damage if, oh no, sorry, not chance. It does 30% bonus damage if the target is vulnerable. So that ends up being quite a lot. I think that's like another 900 or so damage. So it puts up his damage a lot, and his stun, and it stuns as well. And the amazing thing about this is it's a 3-turn cooldown stun, so you actually can use this more regularly, and you can also see Buzz featuring heavily. He's a big part of my stun lockdown team. I've made a video on that if anyone wants to check it out. I'll put a link in the description. But that helps a lot. A 3-turn stun that does a lot of damage, definitely his best. Now, his laser blast does another good amount of damage. Like the stun and this one deal pretty solid standard amounts of damage. Near this is a little bit more. Although I found sometimes it seems like the stun does more damage, but maybe I've just been hitting vulnerable. But I don't think so. Anyway, you gain like shield worth of 10% of damage dealt, and if Woody's a teammate, you have 30% chance to assist. Woody here has a 30% chance to get an assist when you're using him. So we've seen that in my Woody showcase, and maybe I'll run this as a Toy Story as well, just as a quick little showcase. But I think at the moment the shield used to be amazing back in the old format of the game. Because you used to be able to gain shield and then it would last and protect your health, whereas now in a turn-based, it's kind of like previously everything was real time, so you could do things over and over and over and gain more shield. Let's just put it that way. And whereas now, turn-based, you've got to pretty much wait 2 more turns before you can use this again and get any more shield. In that time, all the other opponent's team can have attacked you. And that renders like your shield hardly anything. And 10% worth of the damage dealt is 400. What is 400 shield going to do to you when everyone's hitting 4k? So things like that, I think like the shield effects need to be bumped up a whole lot. They need to be like 30-40%. Then that would make him good, and that would protect his little bit of squishy health as well. So if that was like 30, 40, 50%, Buzz would be a champion. Anyway, let's move on from here. Now to his passive. on performing a basic ability, if he has Toy Story teammates, he can have 20% chance to assist. And we also saw that in some of my other Toy Story character showcases. You see Buzz just running there, jumping in and assisting. And it's nice. And his basic attack is good. And then his basic attack also has, as we see, go back to his basic also has chance to do more damage. So he's got that chance, run on there, 20% chance, and then if you get the 10% on top of that, you can stack up a nice amount of extra damage. So that's Buzz for you. He's a good, decent character, solid. You can run him in certain strategies and make him worthwhile. So, I am going to just go pull out. Hey lad, by the way, I'll get back to you soon. And why is everybody messaging me now? Alright, so let's jump in. We are going to change up this team. And let us grab some more Toy Story characters. Where are you, Buzz? There you are. And I'm missing, there she is, Jessie, and let's find Wood, Mr. Woody. Alright, now let's rearrange this, put Zurg in the back. Alright, what I will do is I'm going to put bucket of soldiers in, and we're going to go from here, and we're going to see also Bo Peep's damage buff on Buzz, and as I mentioned in like her showcase, is that she's really there for Zurg, but since Buzz is also a very decent attacker, he can also benefit very well from her. So I'm just gonna adjust that. Alright, Zurg gets the stunny stuns. And I'm actually gonna leave the opponent's Buzz alone, and I'm going to go and stun Demona. Just because I wanna let both Buzzes showcase, like, the stun is real, and stun is such an important effect in this game that, man, Woody didn't even help Buzz. Sad. I am going to just make sure I taunt myself because I don't want Buzz getting taken out some more. I want to haste my team, and I'm gonna just start attacking. Oh, I should have done that while he's stunned. Now, what we're going to look to do is, now that he's not stunned, is we are going to look to... Sorry. Now, we are going to drop soldiers here. And we are going to attack across the front. Now, I'm going to see if we can start... There we go. Getting his assist. Like, 20% is a decent amount. And for him to be doing that, it's pretty solid. Now, what I do want to see, I'm going to just play with this attack as well. I want to see if he'll assist the bucket soldiers. I don't know if they're counted as Toy Story characters, but what I will show you, see, look at there on Buzz, you can see that itty bitty little yellow line, on my opponent's Buzz. And then now I've got it. That is just not enough, as I said. It needs to be like 30 or 40% or something better. So I don't think toy soldiers are counted as... Toy Story characters. But it's an interesting concept. You never know with some of these things. I think it would be cool if they were, because that would make using Buzz and bucket of soldiers like pretty amazing. So I am going to drop the bucket out the front now. Heal everything. And let's attack Mickey. I'm just going to see if we can proc Buzz some more. No, it doesn't look like. I don't think, because with the amount of assists that the soldiers are doing, if they were counted as a Toy Story character, you got that 20%, then let's see if I can activate it as 10%. No. So, and then like, this is one of those things, is that even though he has that like 10%, 10% isn't much, and that's all you need to like come to find. So Buzz on a whole does a good amount of damage. The stun is amazing, but to be top tier, if he gained way more shield from his little blaster, I think he has potential of being like near the top. But at the moment he's just he's just good. Use him for his stun, use him for his damage, and he's good. Now, using him outside of a Toy Story team, if we were to just chuck him into what other people would be running, and one of those is the Kingdom team. So if we were to throw him in something like this and just see how Buzz works, and since that doesn't work, we'll just drop that. We'll see how he runs in another type of team environment, because we've seen that I was basically attacking a lot during that last match, and he only really procced once. So let's see. Oh, we actually do have a proper opponent as well, which is going to be good. Good to test Buzz and actually show you what he can. Let's show what Buzz is all about. So just dropping out. I'm going to go and attack Shan you back there. I don't mind Sheriff jumping in. And then let's make everybody attack me. Interesting. Tower. Okay, so now I want to heal. I want to steal. And then let's go Buzz. Alright, so now let us see. See if we can just get a knockout with this. Boom! Like, see his damage? His damage is good. He hits hard. He hits hard enough that, let's see if we can take out. No, not enough. But in saying that, like, oh man, but Buzz does what he needs to do, and he, for a damage dealer, if you're wanting him for damage, and that's mainly what this game is about at the moment, if you're wanting him for a damage dealer, he can be nasty. And as you can see, stun rules the world. So in, out, stun. Look at that damage. That is what makes him good. Having the stun, the control, the damage, but also see, like, it feels to me like Infinity and Beyond does more damage than his little laser blaster, which is interesting. I don't know why. Because if we look here, this should be doing just under 4k. That should be just doing just over 4k. But every time I seem to use this, I seem to get a lot more damage out of it. Something secret about Buzz. This is definitely his best move as well, by the way. So there was no vulnerable there. There is something happening. Maybe it's just the chance abilities with... Was that a crit the last attack? I don't know. But Buzz, he's cool. I mean, if you love Toy Story, he is Buzz. He looks amazing. He is fun, and he can hit hard, and he can survive in a decent good team at a high level. So you can have him in there as long as you play him well. He's going to be good. You don't really need the assist, as we saw that the assist is low at best, and then the team that you use it with is mediocre at best as well. So I would recommend using him in another deck. I will link him in the Stun Lockdown deck just down in the top of the description. So check that out. That team will take you far, especially while people don't have Wand. Use him well, use that team well, and hopefully you guys like Buzz. Who doesn't? To infinity and beyond.